You are so ready to fully step into your power. You are here for great things, my friend. You have been through all of the struggles, all of the tough times and the challenges to be able to make your medicine stronger, to be able to be here and help Earth ascend through this shift, through this quantum initiation that we are going through in the collective. Hi and welcome. My name is Valeria, and I am here to share insights from the collective energy and to share my journey of awakening, going from depression, chronic illness, abuse, to creating a life beyond my wildest dreams. I have been traveling full time for 10 years, and I have been sharing my insights, my knowledge, what I have learned with others to help people through their own journey, through their own transformation, and to their own internal shift from transforming their pain into power. And I'm so glad that you're here. Today, the message that is coming through very strongly is that there is a sort of feminine rage going through the collective. And feminine does not mean women versus men. Feminine is the Shakti energy. It is the creative life force energy that belongs to each and every one of us as individuals, that allows us to stay connected to our intuition. The Shakti is the energy, the connection with our intuitive knowledge, with the creative force that comes up from our second chakra, from our sacral, that gives life, that births worlds, that births businesses to help the new earth, that births ideas and creates life here on earth. And I am so grateful that we are going through this wonderful, powerful shift. And I know that sometimes from the external doesn't look as if, because the shift is first internal and then reality catches up. And to go through this powerful collective shift and awakening, the old systems are crumbling away, the old paradigms, the patriarchy, and we are fully stepping into our power because consciousness is being downloaded into our beings. Our cells, the cells of our body, are being upgraded, and we are embodying more of that frequency, more of that 5D frequency, where we're no longer living in linear time. And there is a misconception and an idea of, many people condemning the 9 to 5, the job. I wouldn't condemn a particular category, because that's still like the mind, it's still judgment. It's not about what it looks like, it's not about what it appears as of, it's more about how do you feel about yourself. So if you feel miserable in a 9 to 5, you can also feel miserable as a business owner. Like it depends on, are you accessing your gift and your full potential, which is the reason why you came here, and putting those gifts at service of humanity. And that doesn't mean that your life needs to look like anyone else in particular. It doesn't mean that you have to travel full-time for 10 years like I did. That was my journey. But there are also challenges in that. There are challenges in working a 9 to 5 and having a more of like regular life, but it truly is about what allows you to be accessing your gift and fulfilling your purpose. So it doesn't matter if it's a 9 to 5 or if it's traveling or if it's a business or if it's whatever. Like, as long as it allows you to do the work, to be aligned, because none of those things are gonna help you. Like, none of those things are going to align you, because that's still relying on the external when it all comes from you, from the inside toward the outside. So if you're seeking outside, you're still broadcasting, I am rejecting reality, aka myself, I am rejecting something, and so you're still living in the frequency of rejection. So this is and seeking something else, and I'm not happy until I achieve this, and then when I get that I will be happy, and if I get that I will be able to do the work. No, that's not how it works. That's backwards. So the message here that's really coming out is, let's focus on what we can do and what we can control. This is the feminine rage that it's coming up to the surface because she is tired of fitting into systems that want to collapse her power, that want to suppress her and our intuition. So there is a difference between following the advice of someone that tells you what you should do with your life and someone that tells you to look inward and to go back to yourself and to your inner guidance and to focus on awakening your gifts, on fully finding who you are. Because if I go to someone and I'm like, oh, you should travel full time, you should do what I did, that's still control, because everyone is on their own unique journey, and the only way to find your purpose is to connect back with yourself and who you truly are. And that is a personal journey, an inner work. A true healer and teacher, it's not putting themselves as, I'm healing you, I'm here to tell you what to do, or you should be doing this, or you have this trauma, you need to heal that. That's still control, okay? Everyone is on their own unique journey, and we know nothing to give unsolicited advice. So a true teacher and healer is someone that allows you to see the illusions and the lies and return you back to yourself. And that holds space for you, and that reminds you of your power and of your beauty, of your light, just by being themselves. And that doesn't even take words sometimes. The most powerful healers are not the ones that have to convince you to follow their rules and their paths. Those are not healers, because the healing is to remember who you truly are and find out what you came here to be. And that is personal, and that is in your heart, and that is you accessing your own inner guidance. I have met several people that call themselves conscious, come here, la la la, and then there was this group of people that the guy was trying to already plan my entire life. He told me what I'm gonna do, let's do retreats, let's do this, let's do that, without any plan. Like, I've been doing retreats for years and he has never done it, so he already planned my entire life, what I'm gonna do, live in his land or whatever, that he didn't actually even have like water or anything, just like all made up in his mind, fantasy world. And then he's like, look at this house, oh, you should get it so we can do retreats, you know, I don't want to sell the land, but you can do retreats there and stay there. I'm like, yeah, do you want me even to put it on your name by chance? Like, I don't even know you. And then they call themselves, oh, I'm so conscious. He sent his friend to try to manipulate me and tell me, oh, here, I'm gonna heal you, I do acupuncture, tell me all of your trauma, all of your childhood. Oh yeah, the abuse was because your fault, you attracted it from another life. I'm like, oh man, are you guys really? And he was like, you should date my friend, he's a good guy, oh, he's so nice. And like, basically to ask me money for some shit. And I was like, is this really happening? Like, are you guys serious? Like, you think I'm so stupid, right? I'm just gonna pay strangers that are like trying to manipulate me and tell me what to do with my life, with things that I've already completely dealt with, and the only people that seem to have problems, it's you guys, because you're just like living in a fantasy world. So be careful of this like predators, please, and people that call themselves, oh, I'm a yoga teacher, I know that you should be doing this. A true healer or yoga teacher is not going to tell you what to do with your life. So anyways, or extort money to buy them fucking houses or cars or something, man. Anyways, this is just an example to explain you that there are a lot of things to discern from, and this powerful force, this feminine energy that is coming through is the discernment, because we have been raising our frequency so much that the old paradigms of control, manipulation, the old like narcissistic control systems in jobs, in relationships, in people can no longer stand, because our cells that have done the upgrade and the frequency cannot internalize that frequency. And so the rage is the signal of boundaries break, of authority in danger, okay? And your nervous system is not broken. Your nervous system does not need to be hacked. Your nervous system, it's showing you, be careful. And there is a reason why this happens. And so you can now finally learn to trust yourself and your instincts, because you don't need any of that in your life. And this rage is the discernment. So do not worry about taming it, because of course it doesn't mean to go rage on people's face, but it means to allow it, to welcome it, because it is your compass. Your body is showing you what is not aligned with the new frequency that you are embodying, because you are your own guru. You are your own authority, and no one gets to tell you who to be and what to do in this life, because you're finally aligned with your true nature, and you are here to serve humanity with your own unique gift, your own unique story, your own unique journey. You don't need to be like everyone else, because are those the people that are even living the life that you want to live? No, so why listening to them? Do you want to just be one that goes around, oh, I am this, I am a yoga teacher, this is what you should do with your life? No, that's useless, because it doesn't help anyone. It actually interrupts people's journey. So when you actually know who you are and what you came here to be and what you stand for, there is no need to tell people what they should do with their lives so that you feel better about yourself. You can love people. That is what a true healer does. You can see people and love them for how they are without taking on their journey, their problem, their whatever they need to do. And that's what a true healer does. He's aligned and he sees reality but doesn't absorb it. Okay, so the feminine rage is the protection, is the boundaries, and it's showing you where to put the protection, because love, it's not just the love and light, enlightenment and let's spiritually bypass reality. Love is also strength. Love is also courage. Love is also the rage of the feminine, where the boundaries are being pushed and overridden. Okay, that is also love. Like, look like a mother that has a child and someone is trying to take the new child from her and steal it. She would rage, and that's love, because love is also protection. Love is also courage. Love, it's not the absence of fear. Fear becomes a signal, okay? Because love, okay, the concept of love, if there is love, there is no fear, but meaning the fear that holds you back from doing things. But when love is embodied, so integrated in this human experience, we live in duality. And we came here to experience this world as duality, because so that we can remember the light that we are by experiencing darkness. All of these struggles, all of these challenges were for us to learn to love ourselves and our body and integrate that love into this human experience, to be in the world but not of the world. That is one of the main teachings of Jesus Christ, and not Jesus Christ as religion and the misunderstandings that came after that, but as embodiment of divine love, of unconditional love frequency. That was his teaching. And when we allow the feminine to stop people pleasing and fawning and being nice and tamed to make everyone happy, we stop being manipulated and we stop allowing people to tell us what to do, whether they do it for good or for not. They think they're helping, they think they're giving you advice. We didn't ask that. We don't need that. The only thing we need is to center and find our own truth, because we are sovereign beings. We are unique. And that's the only way that our gift will be able to flourish and help the world in this shift. And if you are here and reading this message, this is not a coincidence. You are reading this message, you're watching this message because it's speaking to your heart now. And so many times, you have probably been put through this lesson of choosing yourself, and you finally did it. So choosing yourself means allowing also that strong, confident, powerful force of the feminine to come up to the surface and heal that fawn response in your nervous system to make yourself small. But when you are around people and in situation, if you're aligned, the fawn response will come up. That doesn't mean that your nervous system is broken or that we have to tame it. It means that perhaps those people aren't safe for you. And that doesn't mean, okay, cut them off entirely, but it means put boundaries and pay attention. So this is what it means, that love isn't the absence of fear. Love is choosing love no matter the fear that is present into this 3D reality and into this body, okay? Because fear, it's simply a systematic response to a threat or a perceived threat. So when you bring awareness into the situation, you can then decide if it's a threat or a perceived threat. Because once you have reached your alignment, of course, in the beginning, maybe our survival responses came up from conditioning. But after years and years and years of inner work, and if you know that on the baseline, you are aligned, and what you are doing now is to integrate that love into human life and bring this frequency back onto earth to serve, not just to ascend, because we came here as a soul to embody and bring love into the world, not just to ascend. So that ascending is remembering who we are, but otherwise we would have stayed as a soul. No, we incarnated here to be able to do something with it, to do something with this energy, okay? So do not shame yourself for the fear response that your body brings up, but thank it and ask, what is this trying to show me? And that way, the feminine rage will guide you, because it will show you where the boundary is being broken, where you need protection to be able to have more of this love into reality. Because otherwise, if you keep leaking energy and wasting time and wasting energy and allow people to derail you from your path, that's not love. So putting others first, it's the old paradigm. Now we put ourselves first. And so we allow this feminine rage to show us and choose love. So still choose ourselves and alignment. And if that means letting go of people, welcome. And if that means setting boundaries and speaking clearly, perfect. If they get it, perfect. If they keep ignoring it and keep trying to control you, adios, amigos, okay? So do not tame your fire. It is there for a reason, okay? That's the message today, and I hope this has helped you. And if you feel called to work with me, all of my programs are below, my meditations, and I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.